Good morning, Meal Planning Mama. Freezer cooking this morning. So I have my freezer cooking list out here. My notebook got wet when we were at Dollywood on vacation. But I had started my list here, so I'm going to use it anyway. So I have written down the things that I'm going to be working on. I'm not going to get all this done today, but I will walk you through what I am working on. So right now, I am currently making the 2 pizza bakes. So I have on here 2 sticky chickens. This you don't cook. This I'm just going to assemble and stick it in the freezer. Same thing with the salsa cream cheese chicken, and I've done a vlog on that before. I'm just going to do one of those. 2 taco meats. That's going to be about 6 pounds of taco meat. 2 of the pizza bakes that I'm working on now. 2 chicken bacon tater tot casseroles. That's another assembly that won't be cooked but will be put together. 2 Husband's Delight casseroles, some pizza dough. I'm going to try to make a lot of pizza dough and get it in the freezer. And 2 hash brown casseroles, because with the holidays coming up, that will be a good side dish. Then I have chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast. Then I got a new griddle for my birthday, so I'm going to be making large batch pancakes, some sausage gravy for the freezer because that's one of my daughter's favorites, and then bacon breakfast burritos. Then for dessert, I'm going to try to get some chocolate oatmeal cookies, some sugar cookies, and some energy granola bars in the freezer. And I'll take you over to the stovetop and show you what I'm working on. So this morning, I'm trying to do recipes that, or I can use the ingredients for multiple things. So in this cast iron skillet, I have 3 pounds of ground breakfast sausage that I'm cooking. A couple of the pounds I'm going to use in the pizza bake, and then one of the pounds I'm going to do sausage gravy out of. So that's almost done. And then in this pot I'm cooking, I should have gotten out a larger pot and I didn't, so I'm going to have to do double the work. But anyway, I have some penne rigate pasta in here for the pizza bakes, just 1 box, so I'm going to have to cook another box of that for those. But that's what I'm working on so far. In this large bowl, I have added 1 pound of the browned and drained breakfast sausage, a can of, or a jar of marinara sauce, and some oregano, and I'm getting ready to add onion powder and garlic powder to this. Those seasonings are in, and now I'm going to mix this up. I added another jar of marinara sauce to the bowl because those jars came from Aldi and they're smaller. So I needed another one. And my pasta is now cooked. I'm letting it cool off a little, and I'm going to pour this over into the sauce mixture. Pasta's in. I am cooking the 2nd box, and then I'm going to give this a good stir. I poured it into this pan, and then I remembered that I wanted to add pepperoni to it, so I chopped up some pepperoni. I'm going to mix this in, and then I'm going to show you how I finish it off. I topped it with mozzarella cheese. It looks like a lot of sauce, but the pasta is going to absorb some of it, and so now I'm going to put some pepperonis on top. I've topped the casserole with pepperoni, and then I'm going to show you what I'm working on over here. With the last pound of pork sausage that I have in my skillet, I'm going to do sausage gravy. So I have 1 pound of the pork sausage and some flour, and I need to cook the flour a little bit. This is a southern staple, and my 9-year-old, this is one of her favorite things. So this will be good if we do breakfast for supper one night, or even a big breakfast or a brunch on the weekend when my husband is off. So I'm going to cook the flour out of this a little bit, and then I'm going to get the gravy made up. Okay, my pasta noodles are done. My timer's going off, so I'm going to move on to that. And back over here at our pizza bake, I'm going to top it just like we like our pizza with some not homemade, silly me, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. So that's what the finished product looks. I can't speak this morning. That's what the finished product looks like. That's the pizza bake. The sausage gravy, I've now added some whole milk. I added in some black pepper. I'm going to add in a little salt, and then let this cook until it thickens up. And this is the consistency of the gravy once it's thickened up. So I've turned the heat off. I'm going to let it cool. And then I'm going to bag it up in a gallon size Ziploc bag. So that's the sausage gravy. So, freezer cooking on hold because we had to make a trip to the walk-in clinic. I have one with double ear infections and a bad cough. So, when we get back home and I can get started on my freezer cooking again, I will let you guys see what I'm doing. So, we're back home now and freezer cooking is continuing. So I bagged up the sausage gravy and it's in the freezer now. It had cooled. So in this skillet, let's see if I can clean you up a little bit, fogging up there. I am cooking about 3 pounds of ground beef, grass-fed beef, because we're getting ready to make Husband's Delight casseroles. So while this is cooking, we're going to jump over here and assemble some of our chicken freezer meals. So we're prepping the sticky chicken, and I have 5 chicken breasts that I have sliced up, and I'm putting it all in this Ziploc bag right here because we're going to put some sauce over the top of it. So I'm going to put this chicken over in the bag and then show you what comes next. So now we're putting a whole bottle of Italian dressing down into the bag where the 5 chicken breasts are. Now we're going to squeeze 3 limes down into the bag with the chicken and Italian dressing. 2 tablespoons of raw honey to this, and that's all the ingredients, and we're going to seal this bag up and mix it up really well. And then this cooks in a cast iron skillet with the marinade until the chicken is done. And then this will be served with rice and usually roasted broccoli or some type of roasted vegetable. We just finished bagging up cream cheese chicken. And I have 2 gallon-sized bags of the sticky chicken that are going into the freezer. I'm assembling the Husband's Delight casseroles now, and this recipe I've been making for years and years. It came from an old church cookbook, so I think I probably started making this about 25 years ago. But in this skillet with the ground beef that I had cooked, I added tomato sauce, a little bit of sugar, salt, and garlic powder. And so this is simmered, and then I'll show you what I have over here. So I'm making 2 of these casseroles. So in these 2 pans I have egg noodles that have been cooked and drained, and now I'm getting ready to make the cheese mixture that's going over the top of the noodles. Now, to this cheese mixture, I have added cream cheese, sour cream, onion powder, and garlic powder, and I'm getting ready to smooth this over the egg noodles. Now, that's all spread out, and I'm getting ready to add the meat mixture over the top. So my meat mixture is layered on top, and I'm going to top this with shredded cheddar cheese. And this is what the Husband's Delight casseroles look like all finished up, and I'm going to wrap these up and get these in the freezer. So now we're mixing up the ingredients for hash brown casseroles. Molly's working on the second one. I have this one over here already in the pan. And this is what it looks like when we go ahead and get them in the pan. And I wanted to show you this as well. I have 2 gallon-sized bags of 3 chicken breasts that I diced up, and I am making crock pot or slow cooker kits with these, and this is going to be the chicken, bacon, tater tot casseroles. So what I'll do for each of these gallon-sized chicken bags, I will have another bag of shredded cheese that I've shredded, and then some diced and cooked and bacon, diced, crumbled. You can dice it, you can crumble it, whatever, however you like to do your bacon. But I'm going to cook that, let it cool, and then put that in a quart-size bag, and then I'm going to put some cheddar cheese in a Ziploc bag, and then freeze these together, and then I have big bags of tater tots in the freezer. And this is a really good, we like this meal. I haven't made them in a long time. I'd actually forgotten about them. And when I prepare it, I'll try to do a vlog on it. But I have 2 of these to make 2 meals of this as well. So this is getting ready to go into the freezer. So here's what we got accomplished today with our freezer cooking. We got 2 sticky chickens made, 1 of the salsa and cream cheese chickens, 2 of the pizza bakes, 2 of the chicken tater tot casserole kits. I didn't get the bacon made, but I'm going to work on that tomorrow. 2 Husband's Delight casseroles and 2 hash brown casseroles, and then the sausage gravy. So not too bad. since we had to make a trip to the doctor. So tomorrow we're actually having tacos for supper, so I just decided to wait, and when I cook our taco meat for tomorrow night, I'll just double it. And then that way I will have taco meat for the freezer. And so I still need to get the pizza dough made, the chocolate chip muffins, pancakes, the bacon breakfast burritos, the chocolate oatmeal cookies, the sugar cookies, and the granola bars. But I did get quite a bit marked off today. So that is day 1 of freezer cooking. Thanks for joining us.